Welcome into the REKAP Rush Hour for Monday. It's March 3rd. I'm David Kaplan. It's brought to you by our great partners at the Chicagoland and Northwest Indiana Chevy dealers. They are the official truck partner of the Chicago Bears. Well, a lot of Bears news. Let's get right into it. NFL free agency begins 1 week from today. We could have a lot of movement with our favorite football team. League sources expect the Bears to be very aggressive in trying to sign Falcon center Drew Dahlman, who would be a plug-and-play starter from day one. But there's more of interest about the Bears that should have all of us super excited. Multiple sources are saying the Bears are pushing to address as many needs as they possibly can in free agency so that they can be very aggressive on draft day, whether that is trading down to acquire more picks or trading up if there is a player they covet that is still on the board. In addition, multiple NFL reporters believe Khalil Mack has interest in returning to play for the Bears. He is a free agent after spending the past 3 seasons with the Los Angeles Chargers, and reportedly he wants to go somewhere where he is a complementary piece rather than the main focus of the pass rush. That would give him and Montez Sweat a really good 1-2-2-1 type of duo. The Cincinnati Bengals placed the franchise tag on wide receiver T. Higgins for the 2nd straight year. Higgins announced the news himself by posting on Twitter, X, whatever you want to call it, tag. That's all it said. The Bengals later announced the move, stating they did so with the intent of continuing to work toward a long-term deal in Cincinnati. His franchise tender pays him $26.2 million for the 2025 season. The Super Bowl champion Eagles releasing 6-time Pro Bowl cornerback Darius Slay, according to Adam Schefter of ESPN. Slay's release will be designated a post-June 1 transaction. That saves the Eagles $4.3 million against their already tight salary cap. Jimmy Johnson, who won 2 Super Bowls, a national championship as a college coach at Miami, announced he is retiring from Fox Sports after being part of its NFL coverage for 31 years. 81-year-old was making an appearance on The Herd with Colin Cowherd, friend of the program right here, by the way, and said the most fun I ever had in my career, that's counting Super Bowls and national championships, was my 31 years at Fox Sports. Super cool. Myles Garrett not open to a contract extension with the Browns as the team is remaining adamant they will not accede to the star pass rusher's trade request. Our Anken Law question of the day, 3126 million for the great attorney Howard Anken, ankenlaw.com. Best response, you'll get a gift card to go to Lou Malnati's for dinner with your family. If you could give a Best Picture Oscar for the best story in Chicago sports in 2024, what would it be and why? Pretty pathetic sports landscape. I can't wait to hear these answers. And the Milwaukee Brewers signed former Cubs and White Sox left-hander Jose Quintana. 4 seasons, heating, air conditioning, plumbing, electric, stat of the day. The Cowboys announced they're using the franchise tag on defensive tackle Osa Odighizuwa if a long-term deal is not really reached by Tuesday's deadline. Guess what? That's $25.1 million. If they tag him, it would be the 7th time in 8 years they opted for the franchise tag. The last 2 players tagged, Tony Pollard, Dalton Schultz, did not sign long-term extensions. You also had Dak Prescott, DeMarcus Lawrence, and that team, not real good, not very well run. And finally, tonight on CHSN, the Blackhawks play the LA Kings at the United Center in a game that will see new Blackhawks goaltender Spencer Knight make his Chicago debut. Knight acquired by the Hawks over the weekend when they shipped disgruntled star defenseman Seth Jones to the Florida Panthers. Knight was the Panthers' backup goalie. He's 26 years of age, but was highly coveted around the league. First-round pick, 13th overall in the 2019 NHL Draft by Florida. Have a great rest of your night. Appreciate you greatly. Take that.